just gotta do this quickly. No. I think that's right now. Yeah.
Hey, I understand you came through with flying colors on Madeline's camera. Can't guarantee you anything so flashy, but we do have a victim. Assault and battery. En route to the hospital.
Just making sure this is right first.
Scene's already been compromised. Paramedics all over the place, but they had their job to do and we have ours. First officer says the building manager lists the tenants as an unmarried cohabitating couple, Shane and Connie. Reports no eyewitness, but neighbors heard loud arguing and then a scream, and maybe a gunshot. Cool bug. If you catch it, I'm sure Grissom would love to see it.
Gotcha.
See the direction these drops are pointing? Follow the arrow. Blood drops heading out this door. An elongated shape suggests the person is moving quickly.
Splash. Keeping.
Door wasn't broken in. Neither was the window. Either she let someone in, or they had a key. Damage done by the bullet appears to be recent. There's some sort of material on this bullet. Maybe it passed through something?
Like a coat.
Things got rough. It's a lot of blood for the victim living through the attack. We need to check this sheet for trace evidence. Fibers from the perp's... This may provide Shades and company on that suspect list. Phone off the nightstand. Blood smear indicates Vic slid off the bed. Who's looking for what here? Quantity of blood suggests an attack with a sharp object, consistent with a knife. You want a different tool for that. Here's the happy couple. If our Vic is Connie, we need to notify Shane. No need mentioning that stats put him automatically on top of the suspect list.
Hey, it's Sarah calling. Brad said to tell you that Connie robbed the Vic. Has been taken to Skylar Progressive Hospital.
Skylar Hospital, huh? That's my...
Quite well, that's often it. I think I'm done here for now. Let's see what kind of lab results I can do first. There's a bolt.
This is fine-grade wool, often used to make clothing, like men's suits.
Why is none of the lighting coming this time? Let's see if we've got anything on the board. I'm going to say no, beyond.
Just an hour before the assault, our Vic got a call from an E. Let's have Sarah take a crack at the names on this call history. Maybe we can turn a lead. Connie's a cocktail waitress at the Hot Rod Hotel Casino. Shane's employed there. It matches, but you are matching unknown against unknown, so you don't know anything. Always try to match Nurse says our Vic is in critical condition, but likely will stabilize. Rape kit was run, and no sexual activity is indicated. Not tonight, anyway. Seems Connie is pregnant. We don't have permission for this. Yet. Wounds are consistent with a knife attack. More than a few landed right to the chest. Interesting note on her chart. 2 years ago, she was a bone marrow donor for a young child in Spain. HLA tissue matches are rare among Caucasians. The world needs more good donors. This area is set aside for high rollers, not really designed to be CSI friendly, and casinos are very fussy about allowing searches without a warrant, so for now, it's meet and greet time with our top suspect. Excuse me, are you Shane?
That's right. Aren't you Catherine Willows with the crime lab?
That's right. My partner and I need a few moments of your time. Mind if we start with a question or two?
Well, it's serious. Committed. We live together, and I guess you could say we're engaged. She's a waitress here, but it's not against casino policy. Listen, what's this about? Around 8:45 at the apartment, leaving for work? I'm not liking the sound of this. Is Connie all right? What the hell is wrong, Miss Willows?
Shane, Connie is in critical condition as Scott aggressive. Multiple stab wounds.
I need to see her. I need to see her now. You should have told me immediately. Someone should have called. You'll have to excuse me.
We'll give you a lift. Hospital's our next stop.
Horrible. Terrible. She's the greatest girl. Who the hell could have done this vicious thing?
We're working on finding out. You can help by answering a few questions.
Of course. Anything. Yes. Like I said, I left for the casino around 8:45 p.m. and before that I was home. Sleep most of the day. Well, you know all about working night shift. Did we? Well, yes, I suppose we did. Connie's been after me since we first moved in together to, well, tie the knot. Not exactly hard in this town, right? But I want us to be set financially before we do. Have enough for our own home and a real marriage. Of course I was. And that's another bone of contention. Here she is, preggers, and I'm saying, wait till we're ready. But you gotta understand, I work around wealth, constantly surrounded by it, and then come home to a ratty little apartment. I deserve better. Connie deserves better. We deserve better. It must be some random thing. Some druggie who broke in looking for money, because Connie is a sweetheart. Making friends comes easy to her. That's why she's so good at her job. Gun? Hell no, that's not our style. Not mine, and certainly not Connie. Eve? No, that doesn't ring a bell. I know all of her girlfriends, I think, and there's no Eve. Of course, she meets tons of people at work, so... Bullet in the wall, my God, what happened in our place, anyway? If there was a bullet hole in a wall in there, I never saw it. Was it painted over or something from some other tenant?
Probably Sarah again.
Hey, remember that Eve on the cell phone? Well, this Eve's no girl. Shorthand for Everett. As in Everett Brower, the Texas Energy King? As in multi-millionaire Everett Brower? And guess who's one of the high rollers in town? Sidewalk?
So, Sarah says it's Everett Brower, huh? I remember him. Got big play in the media when he married a foxy young thing that could have been his granddaughter, but wasn't. We can head over whenever you're ready.
Well, of course she does. He's a regular customer of mine. How has his name come up? I can't think. It strikes me as odd. He's always been fond of Connie and somewhat, well, flirtatious. Harmless, really, but he finally stopped paying so much attention to her. No, out of respect to his new wife, Nicole. She didn't appreciate her husband paying attention to an attractive waitress, and who can blame her? No problem. Whatever it takes to get this creep.
Mr. Brower? Catherine Willows with the Las Vegas Crime Lab. Thank you for seeing us. My partner and I have a few questions for you.
I'm always anxious to lend support to law enforcement. If you doubt me, just ask your sheriff about my contributions to his campaign. This is my lovely wife, Nicole. But you've probably seen her on television and in tabloids.
Whatever.
Now, just how can I be of assistance?
This? Just a little cut from a glass I broke. Taking some medicine. Clumsy of me, but honestly, for all the money we spend at this place, you might think they provide decent glassware. I don't have anything else to say.
Certainly I know. Her significant other, Shane, is our host here at the casino, and Connie works as a waitress.
So tell me.
Very efficient, pleasant girl.
Why would you tell me?
You called her? He was probably calling for Shane. My loving husband knows that if he went around ringing up sluts like Connie Roth, I'd suffocate him in his sleep.
Darling, please. She's a jealous little thing. You'll have to forgive her.
Lucky for you, Nicole, that Connie wasn't suffocated last night. But she was stabbed.
Stabbed? Listen, that was BS before. I don't love the woman, but I would never stoop to violence.
Excuse me, I'm more than willing to cooperate, but I must ask, why have you come here? Do you consider me a suspect? Because if that's the case, I really would prefer legal representation to be present.
These are routine questions.
Well, now, fraternizing is an unpleasant word with unpleasant connotations. Now, my wife is correct. I was calling for Shane, who is my official liaison with the casino. I have both their cell numbers, and Connie's reception is superior to you. All very innocent, Miss Williams. Nothing earth-shaking. I wanted to request Shane send out for a rather exotic brand of bourbon that I've been wanting to sample. He does all varieties of tiny little courtesies for me of that nature. Now, I'm sure you'll consider me a hypocrite, but my corporation does have its limits. I believe heartily in the privacy of the individual citizen, and if you want to search my premises, you'll need a reason that doesn't just convince me, but a judge.
Listen, when I called her a slut before, I was just talking. When we first came here, I was jealous of the attention Everett gave Connie. I mean, he knew her before he knew me. Since I made my displeasure known, Everett's made a point of not flirting with her. And Connie's been fine. Very friendly, but just business.
Very friendly.
She and I are, what's the word? Cordial. What happened to her anyway? She alright? As well as you ever know to help. He's very attentive to Everett's needs, and mine for that matter. Whatever you ask of him, he does with a smile. You know, I really wouldn't mind personally, but my husband has a thing about privacy. He hates it that I'm in the media all the time. Anyway, no DNA without a warrant. Sorry. I certainly don't wish her ill, and I really do hope you find the person responsible. I'll make sure Everett sends flowers.
I have nothing else.
I don't have anything.
I don't know why I'm on here.
Hey guys, I ran a full background check on the Vic. Interested? You bet. Lived in Vegas most of her life. Cocktail waitress for several years now. Hopping online, bringing in chips. I will admit.
You turn that music
She
down.
opens the doors on all kinds of suspects. Nonetheless, too much shoplifting has been at 216, but ever since she's been clean.
No surprise, but no one in the casino can't hurt you. Thanks, girl.
See if that's a bit better. Already done that. Hey.
So, it was Shane who left us that trail of blood.
Now let's go see Bryce.
I'll see what I can do. Check back. He's on his way to interrogation now. Nothing to tell. I told you all of it. Same as always. Pressure on me to marry her, make an honest woman of her. I keep telling her, when I carry her across the threshold, it'll be a real one, not some cheap apartment. Sure I am. My God, don't you people get it? I want to find this sick bastard more than you do. Trail of... Oh my God, I can see how bad this looks, but honest, hell, it really did slip my mind. I was storming out of there, all pissed off, and must have scraped my damn elbow on something. Didn't notice it was bleeding till I was out in the car.
You're right. It does look bad.
Yeah, gives me plenty of time. And with us arguing, I was glad for the excuse.
Casino manager says you showed up 20 minutes late for your shift. What happened to having plenty of time?
I already told you, I had a bloody elbow. I stopped at a drugstore and bought some bandages and went out to the car and cleaned up, wrapped it up. And frankly, I used the time to cool down. I have to be presentable in my job. The customers I deal with are important people.
Or did you argue with Connie and things got out of hand? So you got some clothing from the car, came back, and stabbed her. Then it took a while to get cleaned up afterwards, so you were late for your shift.
You think I would try to kill Connie? The woman I'm gonna marry? Well, then you're sick. As sick as the son of a bitch responsible for this tragedy.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Got some good news. Connie pulled through. Nurses say she's recovering well, eating and talking. Might want to head down to the hospital before visiting hours are up.
You a shell?
She's a real piece of work, Nicole. Loves to lord it over the little people since she used to be one herself, I guess. Anyway, I just do whatever she asks of me, short of illegal. I either keep the customer satisfied or I'm out on the street. A couple of difficult patrons complained about me. I call it unfair,
Yeah,
but
it
a host
has.
can be replaced. High
Been over
rollers
on
are
here
in a
TikTok
premium.
quite a bit.
I don't have anything else for you.
Yeah. So you got yourself a gaming PC? Yeah, I've had it for a while now. Some of the games won't work through OBS though, because the internet base. Because I remember the console days. I still, well, I say I
Yes,
still go.
thank you.
I don't have enough
I feel
time
a
to play
little
anymore.
out of it.
With
I'll try.
focusing on as much work as I can. I don't get time to play much at all. But
It's kind of a blur, but
change
I
my
remember
game for
Shane
today,
and
like
we had a bad fight. Argument,
No.
I mean.
this
And
stream
he
and the
ran
last one.
out, really angry with me. I started crying and must have flopped on the bed, fell asleep.
Would have to do the
Next thing I know,
Game Pass
somebody in black is
through
hovering
the
over
not the
me
game.
like I'm having
Yeah,
a
the Game Pass.
nightmare.
Through the
Well,
internet,
I'm
it won't let me stream through
And he
OBS
has a
as well.
knife, and it's slashing
I don't
and
know why.
cutting, and it hurts. But I fight back, and then he runs out. Not really. Covered head to toe in a black stocking mask and sweatshirt, I guess, and pants. But it must have been Everett. It's just a feeling I have, an impression. But beyond that, he knows we keep a spare key outside. He was kind enough to
I
drive
don't
me
know
home
why
once when I was
the
sick.
subtitles
I
aren't
had
working.
forgotten my keys at the casino, and he saw me use the spare.
I'll
Of
check
course,
again
I
and make
didn't
sure I've
think
got it
anything
turned
of
on.
it. Never mind. This is crazy. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I was
Neighbors heard a gunshot, which we've confirmed by a bullet lodged in the wall of your apartment. We didn't find a gun, though. Do you have one?
Actually, yes. Shane doesn't know about it. He doesn't approve of firearms. But sometimes I'm alone in that apartment, hours at a time, and you can see needing protection is no joke. Anyway, I went for the gun in my nightstand drawer after I pushed the attacker away. I fired at the figure. Don't know if I got him or not. I don't have a license for it, and Shane's against them, like I said. I was panicked and calling for an ambulance. So much going on. I'm not sure. I think I stuck it behind the nightstand.
We need to compare it against blood found at the scene.
By all means.
by all means.
By all means.
By all means. They've scarred over quite good considering she's only just got stabbed. Booby pick.
A knife, maybe 6 or 7 inch blade, with straight edges. Couldn't see the handle, the color.
Fortunately, the knife entered at a perpendicular angle, causing the ribs to stop further penetration, preventing damage to vital organs such as the heart and lungs. That's how you were able to survive. We're looking for potential trace evidence from your assailant. Blood, fibers, anything.
Please. Nothing. Sorry, everything is a little fuzzy. So much happening.
You've been a big help. We'll check back. In the
She has
meantime,
been a
if you
really
think of
big
anything
help.
else, such as why you think Everett may have been the attacker, please send for us.
That's the CVS test I got back the other day. It's a boy.
Pardon me for asking. That's a risky, expensive procedure.
Well, casino benefits include full medical. I just hope the little guy hangs in there. I thank God he survived the attack. I don't have anything.
Let's check the blood. Don't go back for the gun as well. Definitely confirmed.
Well, no big shock here. Connie's blood links her to the crime scene, but nobody else's blood except Shane's is turned up. If Shane's not the attacker, the real assailant slashed and flashed that blade without getting a scratch.
Compare. Yeah.
I didn't bring this up with Connie, not at this stage of her recovery. But look at this. Take a look at these stab wounds. The direction of entry is upward against the rib cage. Could be self-inflicted, but why would she do that? Suicide attempt?
Let's go Brassey's office.
You got enough evidence for a search. I'll hit up a judge. He's on his way to interrogation now.
I don't know if I've got anything new for him.
I don't have anything else.
Don't think so.
I don't have anything else to say.
This is the thanks I get for cooperating with you people. And after the support I lent your share, what in heaven's name could you be looking for here?
I'm sure the sheriff is grateful for your good citizenship, Everett. We're looking for fibers, weapons, blood, and a sample of your DNA.
This is outrageous. I really should contact my attorney, but goddamn it, let's get on with it.
I don't have anything else.
We don't have permission for this. Yet. Let's test the blood first. I'll use the hemotrace kit to ID this blood. Pink for animal, blue for human. Pink. Definitely animal blood.
Maybe I should have told you. I like my prime rib very, very rare.
Man's handkerchief, ready for mending. Somehow Nicole doesn't strike me as the seamstress type. I'm thinking a mouse didn't make a hole in that hanky. Let's check it out. Nice work. We don't have permission for this. Yet.
And go again.
Nice work.
I think it's repeated now.
.357 Magnum. One round fired, apparently. It's not uncommon to fire 38 rounds from these since they're cheaper. Look here. They're 38s, all right.
Are there any fingerprints on it? Don't know, look like it. Oh, Rosie.
Black wool overcoat. Too small for Everett, but... Nicole? Don't see any blood, but this garment might shed fibers all right.
The story is a legal and fully registered one. As for the missing bullet, we stopped in the desert to enjoy the scenery. A rattlesnake was giving my wife the eye and I shot the thing. Law against that?
Not when this is.
He went his own way, dog. And you said yourself it was a hell of a rush.
I don't have anything else.
I have nothing else.
Nice work. Let's fire off a round in the ballistics lab. They are both 38 rounds, but the striations don't match. You don't have a match. The pattern is scorching. Here, a lack of tearing. More like a cigarette burn than a gunshot. This coat fits the crime scene evidence all right, but it doesn't fit Everett Brower.
Wonder where.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
Really? Now that's impossible. Oh, that's right. That cold snap last week? I loaned Connie that coat, and she gave it back to me the next day.
Maybe you took it back by force.
That's right. She didn't return my jacket, and I tracked her down and killed her over it. Why do you waste your time, and worse, mine, on such stupidity? I don't even know where she lived.
Good friends, are you?
I told you we were cordial. She'd done favors for me. And my husband, of course.
Yes,
Surely you remember how cold it was last week. Wednesday, wasn't it? She was underdressed, and I helped her out. No good deed goes unpunished. Helping out at the homeless shelter? No, wait. Shopping. At the mall. Check it out if you don't believe me.
Oh, I believe you were shopping. But we may check up on that date, in case you're confused.
Hey, just got a call from the hospital. Terrible night for Connie. She lost her baby to miscarriage. She's in stable condition now, but it's obviously a tough lot. Might want to check up with her when you can.
I don't have anything else to say.
My baby boy, my little son. We've lost him. I appreciate that, and I appreciate how you're trying to help. I only wish I'd defended myself better. That the bastard who killed my baby was dead instead.
She says she loaned you a black coat. Is that true?
Yes, it may have been tossed on the bed at some point. She was just pretending to be nice, you know. At heart, she's a snobby bitch, but she wanted her precious husband to think she was making an effort to get along with me.
Has she ever been to your place?
Are you kidding? Yes, actually, it's right here.
Looks like the hospital lab did a few tests. Determined the cause was blood loss. I'm so sorry.
Yes, my poor baby boy. I don't have anything else.
Hey, what's up? He's on his way to interrogation now.
I don't even think.
I don't have anything else for.
I think I'm missing.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
I don't have anything else.
I have nothing else to say.
Connie said the gun was in the bedroom behind the nightstand. Let's take a look. Actually, I'm not surprised. What would have surprised me is if we missed a gun on our initial processing pass.
I should have told you this before, but I remembered wrong. I wasn't trying to deceive you. When I checked my purse earlier, the gun was inside. I must have stuffed it in there when I was all traumatized and bleeding. And the ambulance guys brought the purse along. I'm really sorry. I do remember that clearly. After I was attacked, I managed to get off a shot as the guy was leaving. I couldn't see if I hit him or not. Then the attacker was gone and I just couldn't take pursuit. I don't have anything else.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Nice work. Let's fire off a round in the ballistics lab. Nope, these don't match.
No, that's
Okay, that's one question answered. Let's move on.
hit the wrong bullets here. Locations. Oh, him.
For as many curves as I've been thrown over the years, this one I did not see coming. Did anybody guess Everett Brower was the father of Connie's kid?
Well, I sure didn't. But everybody in this case is guilty of the motive, at least.
If Everett was cheating on Nicole, he could have tried to kill Connie before his paternity and their relationship got out.
And if Nicole found out her husband was cheating, and the new woman in his life had a bun in the oven, well,
Either way, Shane's still smack in the middle. His girlfriend's pregnant with another man's child. And with Everett's money, think of the blackmail possibilities. Let's talk to the suspects again before reviewing the evidence.
Hey, what's up? She's on her way to interrogation.
Pregnancy? Why would I know about that? You have a mistaken idea about her and Shane and Everett and me. They're just employees at a casino. I wouldn't exactly be invited to a baby shower. I didn't hear that right. What do you say? Everett and Connie? That doesn't even make any sense. That's not even a bad joke. Why, that bastard, that lecherous old... I'll kill him. I swear, I will kill him. I don't have anything else to say to you.
Just try to talk to him first and then get Shane back in that, what's it? In that interrogation room.
Well, yes, I admit that, but surely you understand the privacy issues. And did you say what? Oh, no. Oh, my God. My son. My poor, poor baby son. Oh, my God, and that poor girl. This is horrible. Terrible. Does this mean we're dealing with attempted murder?
I'm afraid not. At least not according to the law. The unborn child would need to be at least 20 weeks in gestation, or 400 grams weight to add another felony count, and your son was under on both.
The relationship, and you must believe this, you must understand this, is strictly one of business. She is a responsible, intelligent young woman, and I approached her to be the surrogate mother for my son by artificial insemination. She signed a non-disclosure agreement, although she would eventually tell Shane, of course. An unfortunate byproduct of this arrangement is Shane's belief that the child is his. But the child was to be, turned over to me and Nicole. The financial rewards for Miss Roth are considerable. $1 million, half upon successful insemination, half upon delivery of my healthy child. This is a very delicate aspect of this matter, and I really beg your discretion, please. Nicole does not know. You see, she's pregnant herself with my daughter, and I intended to tell her much later. I was planning to take her away to Paris and explain the situation carefully, you know what I'm saying? And with great respect for her situation. I was confident that she would see the benefits of raising both kids. Had Nicole somehow discovered my plans, I can assure you I would have been the first to know. She almost certainly would have confronted me with her displeasure. But my need for an heir overrides any such concern.
Well, our concern is finding the brutal attacker who did this, and your wife is still a suspect.
As I say, she's an intelligent young woman. And I was aware that she and Shane had dreams of a better life. You see, I'm already living on borrowed time. I have a cancer that will kill me within the year. And I need a son to carry forward my name and my legacy. Nicole indeed is pregnant with a girl. Now I will love that child and provide for that child. But I'm old school. I'm afraid, for me, an heir is male. Not just my blood, but my name continuing on. Connie is a lovely young lady, and was willing to help me make my dreams come true. A procedure called PGD,
Thanks for the likes,
Pre-implantation genetic diagnosis, I think it was used to help make certain that she would bear me a male child. It's an expensive procedure, but has a 95% success rate. And money was no object.
Yeah. I needed a change of scarring.
I have nothing else to say.
Hey, what's up? He's on his way to interrogation now.
Let's torture him again, see what he says.
Connie? Have an affair with that wrinkled old son of a bitch? Are you people out of your minds? I don't have anything else for you.
Thanks for the follow there, Takar.
I'm sorry, but I signed a contract of confidentiality, even in the event of a miscarriage. I have certain financial benefits from Everett that would be negated if I revealed. You need to understand that I would have told Shane. I would have told him much, much later on, in the final weeks. Told him I was doing it for him.
So, you were having another man's baby for Shane.
Shane is the one obsessed with money, not me. We've been together forever, and yet he still won't take the leap, as they say. Not until we are financially independent. Well, I found a way to get us $1 million, and we would have a long, happy life together with our own healthy babies. I can't be sure, but I had this feeling he'd changed his mind, that he'd panicked. Nicole is an awful person, and if she found out, or if Everett was even afraid she'd found out, yes, he might have attacked me.
We know two things for sure. Someone attacked you, and we're going to find that someone.
I don't have anything.
Don't even know if I've got anything else for him yet. Still some. I think this stuff is this table over here. Oh, I can't. Can't do nothing with that. Better delete that.
I have nothing else.
Let's try that Connie again.
Hey, what's up?
No, Nicole.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
Sort that out quickly.
Well, his desperation to have a male heir has no boundaries, I'll give you that. But he has always been a lecherous old hound, long as I've known him, in need of a short leash. His idea of artificial insemination is not using a condom.
He claims it's not the result of an affair. That this was an artificial insemination involving a special procedure guaranteeing the child's sex would be male.
I guess that makes a sad, sick kind of sense. He's so goddamn desperate for a son. What is this, 1860? Our daughter, my daughter, will be as good as any boy. And we could try again, couldn't we? But he couldn't wait, could he? Selfish, old, greedy, controlling son of a bitch that he is.
Ooh.
I don't
Feisty.
have anything else to say.
These are just giving me odds and sods of speeches, so I'm doing something wrong here. That's not what I wanted.
Hey, what's up?
Let's see if Shane's got anything.
He's on his way to interrogation.
Mr. Brower and Connie both confirmed that the child was conceived through artificial insemination, and a procedure to assure the child would be male and provide Mr. Brower with an heir.
I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Maybe it was an affair. Maybe you should see this photo I found. It rubbed me the wrong way and I ripped the thing up, but I just couldn't throw it away either. You'll have to excuse me. I have a lot to sort out.
I'm back to the shop. Backwards and forwards.
Hey, guys.
Backwards and forwards.
Raz came through on the security cam photos. I brought them for you to take a look at.
Great. We just finished interviewing everybody again.
New information, including probably some new lies. We need to sort the truth from the chat.
With Everett admitting to a formal agreement with Connie, we've got a potential paper trail. Let's start sniffing. Time on the tape shows Nicole getting back shortly after the attack, carrying a shopping bag. I didn't see that bag in the search, did you? And look how she's holding it under her arm.
How was it?
That luxury suite is off limits for a cocktail waitress like Connie. And I'm wondering just how artificial that insemination really was.
You got enough evidence for a search. I'll hit up a judge.
I have nothing else.
Marriage contract. Standard prenup with a wealthy type like Everett. But this is unusual. Nicole agrees to do whatever it takes to bear him a son, including abort a female child. That's a nasty add-on to dearly beloved. Connie had a one-way ticket to paradise, and Everett hired someone to find out just such tidbits about her. Was he paranoid she'd keep the cash and the kid? These are serious medications. Everett's story about his terminal condition appears to be true. Encrypted document. Let's check it out.
I have nothing else.
That sure puts $1 million baby. Big dough for a surrogate mom. She's already got half down. Maybe Connie decided she'd rather have half the mill and her child than a whole mill and no kid. So Connie gets half of her $1 million mother load, and Everett hires a PI to keep an eye on his investment. Maybe old Everett was paranoid Connie'd skip with the cash and the precious cargo in return.
And she would get so.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
I hardly think an explanation is called for. I mean, look at it. That's a picture of two people sharing a happy moment. Well, Miss Roth had just confirmed that she was indeed having a boy. There was a 5% chance otherwise, as I explained. But she had just received a check for $500,000. I think we both had a right to be smiling. Leaving town. Now you've lost me.
You had just paid her $500,000, and now she was booking with your baby, not to mention money. You went from handing out mental cigars to rage at being double-crossed. Desperate, you grabbed a knife at the casino, rushed to her apartment, and tried to get rid of her and the evidence she was carrying inside her.
You're the one who sounds desperate, Miss Willows. Flinging accusations without thought or care. I don't need to justify hiring someone to protect my investment, and I certainly don't need to build a case against killing the woman who was carrying my son. You'd have me killing my son. It's insulting. It's absurd. If she asked for more money, she'd have got it. It's that simple. But she's no blackmailer. Do you think I would pick less than sturdy, trustworthy stock to carry my job? You know what? I've suffered all the indignities from you people that I can abide. Searching my hotel room, harassing my wife, exposing my secrets. I may be a dying man, Miss Willows, but I'm not without my resources. I suggest you find the real killer or suffer the consequences.
I'll suffer the consequences.
God, and now this nonsense? All right, Nicole dry cleans damn near everything. She's a cleanliness freak, obsessive about it. Even the night of that awful attack, she made dry cleaning a priority. I can give you the name of the service if you want another wrong tree to bark up.
I'll track down the dry cleaner in question. Let's also check the luxury suite to see if it's been dropped off already. Cleaning service said they just made a delivery. Hotel housekeeping confirmed they brought it to the room. Brass cleared us to take what we find based on our original warrant. Should be around here somewhere. Well, according to the cleaners, this is everything Nicole dropped off to them. Pity we got to it after the drying service had their way with it. Time for a closer look. This USB card must have been left in the pocket. Good thing Nicole picked a thorough cleaning service. Rip's been mended. Possible fiber evidence. And we can test for blood stains. Try again with something similar. Unusual react.
Oh. There we go. Wrong place.
That puts this blouse at the crime scene at the time of the attack. Somehow, I can't picture Ever in it. Okay, if Nicole is carrying this photo, she likely suspected an affair between her husband and Connie for some time, and she could have known Connie was expecting by chatting up Shane. Nicole must be in solid with the casino security to have that photo at all. And I wonder if she's how it wound up in Shane's hands.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
And why would I want to kill a non-entity like her?
Because you thought she was having an affair with your husband, and she was pregnant with his child. Shane probably told you Connie was having a boy, and you knew how much that meant to your husband.
I didn't care about Connie. She wasn't worth killing. It was the bastard that she was carrying. He was the threat. Understand? I knew Everett had been meeting with her, talking with her. You could tell they were sharing some secret. So I got in good with the security guys and asked them to watch for Everett and that bitch together. Get me some photos if possible. And they got me that juicy one. I guess I jumped to the wrong conclusion, but I was right that Everett was betraying me. What difference does it make whether he impregnated her or some needle? I was bearing his child, but our daughter wasn't good enough for him. He had to have a son, even if it was with some lowlife. I had to protect my little girl and myself. I found out where she lived, waited outside for Shane to leave for work, and got in using the spare key. I started in on Connie, on her baby. Stabbed 4 or 5 times, but the blade wouldn't go through, and she woke up screaming and clawing and fighting. I freaked out and ran off, but before I got out there, I heard a loud bang, a shot, and the faintest tug on my clothes. So I took the clothes to the dry cleaners. They were dirty. And Everett? We're just friends who made a business arrangement, period. You understand, don't you? Pregnant with his child. And he's betraying us both. He has a few good years left. We could have tried again. I could have had that stupid special procedure to have his precious boy.
He doesn't have a year, Nicole. With his time running out, he panicked too. Do you know what he really intended to do? To adopt that child and raise the boy as your daughter's brother. He'd have told you when he felt the time was right. Well, you and he will have a child. Only it'll be born not in some European clinic, but within prison walls.
Oh, damn.
This isn't a case of rich and poor. It's a case of poor communication. Nicole had it all. A rich husband planning to leave her and their daughter a fortune. Connie and Shane had everything too. They loved each other, and even their financial dreams could have come true if she shared with Shane the secret of her sudden pregnancy. Broke or flush, couples have to communicate.
I need to stretch out a bit.
Pleasure working with you on this one. You can get your evaluation from Grissom in his office.
All right, here's your evaluation. For evidence, you found everything there was to find. For hints, you didn't need any at all. And at the end of the day, you followed the evidence to a clear conclusion. Can't argue with that.
You can't.
Outstanding work. You've investigated every possible angle on this case.
Thank
I'm giving you the highest mark available. Doesn't happen often, but I'm very impressed. And by the way, thank you for all the new specimens you found for my collection.
Oh. Just doing it again? I complete a level and it crashes. Just give me a sec. Try to get this back on. Come on. Let me just pause that. Wrong bit. Oh, come on. No. What's going on here now? Yep, that one's back. And that one's back. Let me just check this a sec, make sure. I think, because of what it is.
I'm getting positive feedback about your work. And your next gig tests the notion that rock and roll never dies. We have 4 fried musicians, and I don't mean drug burnouts, electrocuted.
That's not what I was
They were
doing.
shooting a reality TV show at the casino. Our Vics seem to be well past their 15 minutes of fame, but even stale celebrities freshly dead attract media. So we can't hit any wrong notes on this one. Follow Warwick Brown's lead, and you'll stay right in tune.
Hearing good things about you. Let's roll. And
Let's
rock.
roll. Probably got about 15 minutes left on this now and then. I reckon I'll end it tonight because I've got a bit of a busy day
Ace
tomorrow.
Man, big hair and wild threads and a couple of hits. I guess we know the answer to whatever happened to. Okay, that's Boogie Feet Brown on lead guitar, Marty Party on bass, Stevie Ola checked down off his drum kit. But this young singer must be a replacement. Like Elvis C says, accidents can happen, particularly around electronic gear like this. So can murder.
Huh? Me? I'm nobody. Just the sound tech. Todd Hinckley. Yeah, we were doing a sound check for our TV show when something malfunctioned. I mean, really malfunctioned. I hope it's nothing I did.
I hope so too, Todd.
Yeah, well, back at the soundboard, of course. The train, they were going into their big finale. The guys come in and share the mic with our lead singer, you know, for that last killer chord. Oh, sorry. Bad choice of words.
You think?
God, I think I'm gonna be sick. It was horrible, man. 1 minute they're rocking out, the next, flying. Bullet Train to Bad Street. Maybe you remember. That was the name of the train's first album, Bad Street USA. Reality show based around the guys auditioning a new lead singer. Find just the right young chick with the moves and the pipes and, you know, really hot. Tomorrow was supposed to be the finale. Down to 2 contestants. Yeah, Andrea Stevenson, one of the 2 finalists. Really talented, and the guys liked her. But some of us think that the other contender, Kathy Cantanta, was the real deal. And Kathy? Well, she had the fan support. Fierce? No, that's a harsh word. I mean, sure they both want to win, but they get along. Or got along. I mean, hell, they've been rooming together next door since the beginning of the competition. The show put them up in a huge luxury suite. Part of that reality TV drama, I guess.
How long have you known these guys?
Hey, I'm a pro, and the trainer pros. Of course, you get to know people you're working with on the road, day in, day out, or on a big production like this. I know Kathy better than Andrea. Her, I was still getting to know. Oh my God, what a waste. I've been with Bullet Train since, like, forever. I dropped out of high school to roadie for them. I mean, what the hell am I gonna do now?
Barefoot on a metal stage. Points for showmanship, not for common sense. Electric guitars, mics, and no insulation. Playing barefoot, current grounded itself in zap, our probable cause of death. Vocal effects pedal. You don't see these often. Looks like it connects to that mic on the ground. Nice catch. Pedal short of screw. Let's have a close-up look back at the lab.
Never know, Wick. Maybe it will.
Dressed for the show. Black leather jackets, jeans, and their trademark belt buckles. Damn. She couldn't have been more than 25. And easily 25 younger than these guys. That is one ugly bug. Go ahead and grab it for Grissom. You'll want a different tool for that.
White technically is on paper.
The plug that connects the grounding wire has been removed. Unsafe stage practice, but not necessarily sabotage. Roadies sometimes cut these off to fit into different outlets. Who was it that sang? This video camera is online. Perfect view of the stage.
Well, yeah, I was taping too. That's part of the run-through. But I can't give that to you guys. Eddie, my boss, he nixed giving that out to anybody. You know how the media would run with it.
Todd, we're not the media. We're the law. And your set is now our crime scene, and everything from busted drumsticks to guitar picks and duct tape to that videotape is evidence.
Right. I'm not trying to hassle you, honest. Here you go. It was a signature thing. Original singer, she never wore shoes. Wild child kind of deal. So her tryout replacements did the same. The boys, they always wore cowboy boots, but they got kidding around and took them off as a show of solidarity that Andrea was their personal choice, not Kathy.
Why is the power cord missing the plug that connects it to the grounding wire?
I didn't know it was. You see, we've been playing a lot of small clubs. The train's on the comeback road, you know. So sometimes you cut off those thingies to be able to plug it in at all. But I thought before this big gig, we'd weeded out all that small crap.
Hey, you need a hint?
Same hotel room as the last one. Oh, there's a booby ornament. There's the bar. Stairs this way.
That's me. Listen, I of course heard what happened, and I'm just devastated. I feel like I've lost my best friends. I'll try to answer your questions, but you have to understand, this is such an awful, awful tragedy. Losing these great rock stars is a real blow to music. And of course, Andrea, too. Okay, I knew you'd ask that question, and I've been trying to think how to tell you, how to convince you that, yes, we're contestants, finalists, but we've been through a lot, all the early rounds of the show, and we really, really were friends. Anyway, on these kinds of shows, the runner-up often does better than the winner.
So it wouldn't bother you if you did better, because she won.
Of course it would break my heart, but I would really be glad for her. She's worked so hard. Oh, this is awful. Now I feel like everyone else who says it like they've been brainwashed, but I mean it, I've come this far. It's been the opportunity of a lifetime. Just getting the chance to play with those guys was a dream come true. Oh, well, it used to be all of the contestants. So many talented singers, so much great energy. But now it's just the two of us. Or one. God. I'd like to help.
There's more to be done with that item before we can process it. There's more to be done. There's more to be done with that item before. Nicknamed Boogie Feet, age 52. Arrested for willful destruction of property, theft, and reckless endangerment for sneaking an ostrich into his hotel room. Interesting. Boogie Feet Brown steps on the vocal pedal, not Andrea. And the current hits. Andrea's mic went through that echo pedal. So when Boogie Feet punched the pedal, the switch inside reversed the electric current. It couldn't ground itself via the power cord. Instead, it grounded with the stage, killing all 4 of them.
Let's see if it saves.
There's more to be done with that item. There's more to be done with that item.
I'm pretty sure I told you.
There we go. And it's saved, so I'm going to end this one here. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the new followers. See you next time. Bye. And as for the Twitcher, I will see you next time. Bye.